Welcome to yet another video on the channel. This one is just gonna be me drinking a Diet Coke while talking about random things. In the most recent years, I've sort of noticed that there's been this disconnect between people that have like varying levels of intelligence. We constantly see like the growing technocratic class with people like Peter Thiel or Sam Altman using this very versatile language and trying to associate themselves with like a higher vocabulary, a higher image, a higher way of being. Um, I think at this point we all understand, and we all have this perception in common that such people are just full of shit. Um, we know very much that people are not this way at home. People are not this way when they're talking to their friends. If these people even have any friend, well, Sam Altman maybe, but we're looking at a situation where there's this disconnect between who people portray themselves to be on social media or in public or when speaking at public events or when giving interviews versus who they actually are. And I think social media, instead of revealing um, the facets of people's lives and showing how they really are away from the public eye, it's actually done exactly the opposite, where more and more people are aware of how easily you can get exposed for acting, untruthful on social media, and they're getting better and better at emulating the personas that they claim to have. So rather than people being exposed for their, public appearances not being what they actually are, which has happened so many times already, now it's being filtered out. It's like antibiotics being used on bacteria. After a certain amount of times, natural selection takes its toll, and people stop getting exposed for who they actually are because they get too good at it. So now people curate their image ahead of time in order to appear more authentic than they actually are. And I think the good news to you is that I will always continue to be my authentic self. Even if I am paid like $1 million to not be my authentic self, you have my word that I will continue to have my awful personality for as long as I can swing it, okay? It's a pretty relatively short video. It's a pretty relatively short message that I think it's this worrying fusion of information and entertainment, to quote the political compass test. There's infiltrated people's minds, and there's not this divide based on socioeconomic class with people who, have this voice of they're like, oh, yo, what's up, dude? Yo, Jay, what's poppin'? With people who are just like, well, I think that the technocratic aspects and elements of this modern society, like, these people do not talk that way all the time, right? The people who sound less intelligent can sound very intelligent. The people who sound very intelligent can sound less intelligent. Let's not base our expectations off of one or two or three given models, and let's be aware that social media is making people better liars and better able to wear those masks. Those are just my reflections on like the psychology, philosophy of it, whatever. It's very Kafkaesque, and yeah, that's about just the video. I'm drinking a Diet Coke right now, by the way. Shout out to Diet Coke, the multi-billion-dollar company.